embarrassing enough and obvious enough that I'm trying not to do it. I really apologise because there's some people in this room who've heard this poem before, but I was in two minds about which poem to do, and then David Cameron came on PMQs today talking about a bunch of migrants, and I thought, well, fuck it, it's going to have to be this one. This is the 3-day beard. Day 1, when blood runs in the streets of Paris at the sort of gig your boyfriend might have gone to. Heads banging till heads bang to the floor, still dreaming of music, even though music has become screams. You will listen to the news reports and count up the rising dead like prayer beads and feel so small in a world of old pain and fresh grief spreading on the cobblestones. Day 2, when your boyfriend turns to you and says that if something like that should happen here, he would shave his beard off to keep from being attacked by people who see only skin the colour of different, skin the colour of a bomb in a backpack, skin the colour of the dust in the places where we accept that this sort of thing just happens. Your heart will break. More than a little. It is a beard that has grown with him, from a patchy soul patch on a skinny youth who arrived from India clutching a Metallica album and a vague notion of who he was going to be, to a forest that spreads across his face like his smile. It is a beard that has crossed oceans, that caught the first snowflakes of his life, that bears the familiar roots of your hands traced through it. Not an expression of faith in a God, but an expression on the face of a man learning where he fits in the world, which now stands ready to be razed to the ground, as politicians tell you this will not change the way we live. It has been a long time since your definition of we has not included him. You will picture him standing at a border that has been designated yours, and not his, with his papers in his hand, trying to explain why he no longer looks like himself, pleading with all the pride he has left to be let in. Day 3, when you hear 2 women in the seat behind you on the bus say these immigrants come to kill and cheat, close the tunnels, leave the sinking boats to drown, and anyone who thinks differently, anyone whose bleeding heart stays open, cannot love their country. You will not tell them that hearts are meant to bleed. That is literally the point of them. You will not tell them how hard it is to love a country that does not love the man you do. You will not tell them that this country is beginning to feel like a stranger, and that if the definition of immigrant is to arrive at a place different from your point of origin, then their words are making immigrants of us all. That when his beard comes off, we will be aliens in a country that used to talk of tolerance. And what papers will we show at the border then but the black and white headlines that scream damnation on our nation through hatred of all others, that cut the story short and leave the black root of the problem hidden beneath the skin? That our country thought to hold the whole world in its hands and remain untouched. When we have scrambled for Africa, divided oceans into a triangle, a middle passage for black bodies, when we have ripped lands apart as a parting shot, how are we still creating partitions? We are drinking from a poison well and wondering why the slime is catching on his beard, as though the beard were to blame. Instead, you will gather up your rage with your Tesco shopping bags, get off the bus, go home and get into bed. Feel his beard tickle against your skin and seek asylum in his arms, in the only country that demands no papers, nothing of you but you, and weep at the bare-faced cheek of it all. Thanks.